Hello everyone, what tools does a modern software developer actually use every day? Check this video. My name is Kevin Mora. Recently, I left my job as a software developer to explore a new kind of companies, and of course, I want to make my own app. And today in this video I want to open my digital toolbox and show you the exact application that I use to write code, manage databases and build a useful apps in 2026. Let's get started. Category 1. Code and text editing. For writing code I use Visual Studio Code. I think it's the most powerful and flexible editor available. It has a lot of features that I love using to my project. Moving to the next one, my AI assistant. I love using inside of Visual Studio Code. I love using GitHub Copilot. This is my AI programmer and it helps me to write code faster and is very powerful tool. Yes, I know in the marketplace there are plenty of tools, for instance Cursor or Windsor, but I love using GitHub Copilot inside of Visual Studio Code. Okay, for my terminal, for the command line, I don't use the standard terminal on my Mac because I consider the native terminal has a whole UX UI experience. That's the reason because I love using iTerm. iTerm is a modern terminal and I love its appearance and all of the functions that it has. Category number 2, APIs and databases. Next, let's look at how I work with data and APIs. For the API requests, when I need to test my API request, I use Insomnia. I consider that Insomnia is very similar to Postman, has the similar functionalities, and is great for sending and manage a lot of requests. Moving to the next, to manage my databases, especially when I use PostgreSQL, I use pgAdmin. I consider that pgAdmin is a fantastic administrator tools that makes working with databases much easier. And I know if you work with a NoSQL, you can use Atlas with MongoDB. But for me, it's more common use SQL database, and that's the reason because I use PostgreSQL with pgAdmin. Category number 3, AI and information. AI is a huge part of my workflow day. And now for my AI chat for general questions and help, my main AI chat tool is Gemini. Gemini, I consider it's a little better than ChatGPT free version, but I love use this Gemini from the Google. And of course for AI experiment, I also love using the Google AI Studio. I consider it's a great place to experiment with different AI models and find a new information. And of course you can personalize thinking of the model, and you can also change, for example, the thinking mode or también the structure output. It's a very powerful use. Remember, Google AI Studio. And last but not least, sometimes I love using Anthropic models because I know that Anthropic has a huge important functionality called artifacts. Artifacts are a little important functionalities because when you use these artifacts, you can organize a lot of complex information, and of course you can make MVPs products, you can make a code, you can generate new ideas using an useful visual functionality. That's amazing use artifacts from Anthropic. Category number 4, productivity and inspiration. Finally, here are a few other apps that I use all the time. For focus, of course, I use Spotify because when I'm coding or writing my personal apps, I need to be in a deep focus, and Spotify helps me to get that. For inspiration, sometimes I use a cloud platform and AI platform, for instance Lovable or B0, just for inspiration. I love to look at the artifacts and the designs component that big or small companies use. It gives me ideas for my own projects. With all of these tools together, I can create amazing and useful applications. So that is my personal toolkit for 2026. from my code editor and terminal to my AI and databases tools. These are the applications that helps me to get my work done every single day. Okay, if you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching. See you soon.